Wrinkles family. Welcome to Wrinkles Society of Hope. My name is Summer Carter and I'm founder of Wrinkles. Today, you are going to hear a woman come and share her motivational story, how she pressed through her wrinkles in life in order to become the dynamic entrepreneur that she is today. I hope that you learn or get some encouragement from this woman today. And hey, I would love to do an interview with you. So you come and let me know so we can link up and do an interview together. But in the meantime, follow Wrinkle Society of Hope on wrinklesocietyhope.org. Go to YouTube, hit that notification bell so that you can hear about the new interviews that are coming this way. Hit subscribe and share this interview with other people. I'm so excited that you came today and I cannot wait to hear from you soon. I am delighted, I am blessed to have this amazing woman come to share her wrinkle stories with you all today. We met together. I met her at one of the events thrown or put together by the amazing organization. It's the Bridge Builders Social Club. Yes, with Tina Marie. And it's just that whole organization has been a blessing to this community, blessing to myself. And I'm just going to have her introduce herself to the Wrinkles family.
Okay. Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Cheryl Nance, and I am a founding member of the Tina Marie and the Bridge Builders Alliance Group. And we are actually celebrating our 5th anniversary this weekend. So, as a founding member of that organization, I started my business called GLOWl, which stands for Give the Lord Our Worship. I started my business under the direction of Miss Tina Marie Fowler through the Bridge Builders Alliance Group. So, I'm happy to be here and share with you today, Summer.
Oh my goodness. So I did not know that. And that's you learn as you go, as you glow.
As you glow as you go.
Right. I did not know that. That is so amazing. And of course, we're going to talk more about GLOW because now I just learned something new about what it actually stands for. So I'm so even more excited about you being here today. And as you continue to glow, and as we see your glowing face, and when you're just amazing. Your face is just beautiful. When you had any physical change, how did you feel about that? How did you embrace that?
Well, I've been blessed. God has been very good to me. I have been pretty healthy most of my life. Haven't really suffered any major illnesses or anything like that. But I did have a time as a woman. I suffered from two fibroids, and so I ended up having to have a hysterectomy because I just couldn't take the pain anymore. So I ended up having to have a hysterectomy at after my second child was born, thankfully, and we had decided not to have any more children. So, but that was the first major thing that I had to physically happen to my body. And so to be operated on was a different experience for me, but um, I'm here today and came through that just trusting in the Lord and placing myself in His hands because, whenever you go under anesthesia, you almost just don't know. So you have to have some kind of faith to get through every wrinkle that life has for you. So my faith in the Lord was active, and we made it through that wrinkle.
That's awesome. And as a 70-year-old young lady, is there you said you stayed pretty healthy. Is there any tips or anything you think you did that other people maybe should take advice from?
Yes, of course there is. And I've only discovered this as I've gone through life. Um, I was raised in a small city, and we had a garden, a fresh vegetable garden every summer. So I was raised on fresh vegetables that grew from the ground. And this is kind of the foundation for the name of my business because I understand how the Lord has provided things for us in nature to be healthy. And so I was lucky and blessed to be able as a child to eat whole foods and healthy foods, which I think added to the ability to stay disease free. My father was a pretty strong man physically, and so I am athletic. Was always athletic, always running around, playing some kind of ball with the boys usually. So that gave me an extra advantage because I um, interacted with boys at an early age, and I, played as hard as they did, and sometimes even better. So. Um, those are things that I feel have helped me remain healthy throughout my life. Hmm.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think that as growing up, we get away from what our culture and what people were from the ground and things like that. And so I think if we start getting back to that, we'll be a
Oh
healthier
yes,
society for sure. Even our children definitely are far, far away from that.
yes.
And if we start just integrating, that's some goal that I've been trying to do. Because of
Hmm.
course, I come from a culture that we fried and boiled and everything, vegetables
Hmm.
overboiled and things. So I'm trying to get, even small bits back into just like you said, whole foods. I love that.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
do. As you have grown through your life and your great, amazing, taking those gifts and things that you've got from your past, and we had to press through some things. What is some wrinkle that you had to press through that you would like to share today?
Well, I'll get a drink of water real quick. Um, I was married for about 15 years, and our marriage ended in a divorce. That was a big, big wrinkle for me. I had to leave a home that we bought for our children and go into a part of town that was considered undesirable to be able to raise my children as a single mother. So throughout, I think my children were 10 and 12 years old when that happened. And so the adjustment from where we were to where we had to go was it was pretty hard on my children. Um, and financially we suffered, but even through all of that, we learned that God will take care of us and He will provide for all of our needs. We never were hungry. We never did not have a roof over our heads. And so just belonging to a church family also gave us some support. I had my parents that were by my side at that time as well. So that was a huge wrinkle to press through. I'm thankful that my children didn't have to suffer much through that. I believe that it built character in them because they weren't given, just anything they wanted in life. So they learned how to work for things and earn things. I'm thankful that I didn't turn into a bitter, angry black woman because I feel like things happen, and you can't let that change who God made you. And He didn't make me to be bitter. He didn't make me to be unhappy. And I think when you're raised with those kind of principles, godly principles, you learn that trials help you persevere, and it builds endurance. And so I'm just happy to be here today, alive and well. My family is whole. Um, we still have our ups and downs as life does present them, but we are still pressing through by faith, and we're walking by faith and not by what things look like.
That's amazing. And definitely in life, we go through our ups and downs and, impact of something that was unexpected. is so hard at times. What
Yeah.
advice would you give to someone who has that unexpected impact that is taking them through those ups and downs and they feel like they can't move forward? What advice would you give them?
I think that community in these times is very important to have a circle. It doesn't have to be a big circle, but to have a few people that are can give you some support. Your church should be one of those places where you can go and seek counsel because when things hit you, you have a tendency to do a flight or fight type of action behind that, and you want to have your head on straight because sometimes the decisions you make right after a crisis can leave you
Mhm.
worse off than the crisis, and so you don't want to make a bad decision that we're sometimes tempted to make because we're in a situation. And so having people behind you that can speak it life into you, can talk to you about things that don't look right, maybe help you get your head on straight so you don't end up worse off than you were through the crisis. So I think that's something that I would tell people to do is to seek godly counsel. You want to make the right moves at the right time, and you want God to be over whatever you do. The Bible says, "In all my ways, I'll acknowledge Him so that He can direct my path." And so, leaning into your faith, if you're a God fearing person, and if you're not, um, that's something you probably need to add into your life. I would say, look into um, um, God, His word, and lean into what He has to offer to you. He loves us all, and He has our lives in His hands. So that's the advice that I would give.
Awesome. And as we have God and we continue to go through things, and you have glowed up and through it all. I love that. Let's say you got a shirt made that identifies the woman that you have become. What would that shirt say?
Wisdom. I have always wanted to be a wise woman, and I wasn't always wise. And so when it came to me, to learn about being a wise woman. That was through women in my church that I could see were good homemakers, and they were industrial with their hands. They used their hands to make things and to bake foods and to take care of their homes and their families. And I looked up to that, and so I believe that. These are the things that have shaped my life, and so they're the things that I've passed down to my daughter, and hopefully, that's something that will continue through a legacy in our family.
No, I love it. I love it. Wisdom, and it takes a while to get to that place, right?
It does, but the Bible also tells us that we're to train up our children when they're young. So that's, something that I experienced as a kid growing up. My parents were Christians and they raised me in the church, and so it's something that I grew up with. But people and kids being what they are, you want to go out on your own, and so I had the experience of being able to make my own decisions. And when I got away from my parents, I didn't always make the right decisions, but because of the training I received as a kid, when I got into trouble, the first thing I would call on was the Lord. The first person that I would call on would be the Lord. So those things carry with you from childhood into adulthood. And I believe that, that's the way God intended for us to receive His word. But there's no time like the present. And so as long as you have breath in your body, as long as you have life, you have that opportunity to tap into godly wisdom. Um, so that's
I love, yes, it's so important to have wisdom and continue to seek wisdom too.
yes.
Seek growth, seek knowledge, and as you continue to provide wisdom, and what is the gifts that you are giving to the community through the things that you are doing? Can you share those things?
Well, we spoke earlier about the business that I have, I've always been a person who believes in organic skincare. I believe that's the best thing for us. And so, out of that knowledge of um, um, nature and the things that God has provided for us to make us feel good. I take those things that He provides in oils and butters and make into products that make us feel good. And I believe that self care is a way to worship the Lord. And so, glow, meaning give the Lord our worship. As we use my products, I'm hoping that people are able to appreciate their bodies and the way that God made them and take care of themselves the way God wants us to. So um, that's one of the gifts that I have, just being able to know what's needed. What I use, what I need for myself are the products that I make. And so I feel like there are things that are common to everybody. And so my gift to everybody is the products that I make.
Yes, yes. So you share some of those products because I have indulged in products, and one of my
Yeah.
favorites so far I've been using is the oil for my hair. So
Okay.
excited.
Very good. Very good. That's actually one of the products that I was going to show you today, but I actually started off making a whipped shea butter. So this is my signature product. It's the very first product that I ever formulated, and that happened over 25 years ago. So down through the years, I've been working on the formula and have finally. I started my business 5 years ago, but even prior to that, I have perfected this formula to what it is now. So the whipped shea butter is my signature product. My latest projects are this natural deodorant spray. It has no chemicals in it. It has a apple cider vinegar base to it, and it works really, really well. You can spray it everywhere. And then, as you mentioned, Summer, I have a hair product duo, hair moisture mist. It's for natural hair. This is the moisture mist, and this is the hair oil that accompanies it. So those are my latest products.
And I'm excited about all of them. I love them. I mean, first of all, you're a witness, you're a model for your own products because your skin looks amazing, your hair looks amazing. So how can people link up with you and purchase and follow you?
Okay. Well, the website for my company is www.glowhbc.com. So www.glowhbc.com.
All right, and as you see that coming across, go. We will also have that on wrinklesocietyofhope.org, where you see her beautiful face, and you can click there and go right to the website, so you can purchase these items. And is there any other items that you are working on right now?
Well, as far as products, no, but I did start to get back into crocheting. And so I learned how to crochet as a child. I'm going to just take you over here. I am into crocheting handbags. So this is
Ooh,
one of the handbags that I just finished making.
that is beautiful.
This was the first one.
Oh, wow. What can't you do?
So, um, the Bridge Builders Alliance Group has a thrift store, as you know, and next to the thrift store, there's going to be a consignment furniture store. Glow products are going to be in that consignment store.
Wow.
So
I'm
I'll have my
excited.
products at 926, I believe, East Indian School Road, next door to the Thrift Stories Boutique.
I am excited. I can't not wait. You are doing amazing things. Well, how does that feel to be putting out your own products than doing the things that you're doing right now? How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel very accomplished. It's something that I've always wanted to do. This is not actually my first line of products. I am a former salon owner. Um, some 20, I don't know how long ago, back in the 80s, 1980s, I had a beauty salon, a full size beauty salon. And I had a line of hair care products in my salon. So I come from a beauty culture background. Hmm.
Oh, that makes sense. So you
Yeah.
know what you're doing and you know what you're talking about.
Yes, I'm very keen on product ingredients
Mm. And for your oil, I know you to have me shake it before I use it. Why is it? I forgot that you told me that I have to shake it before I use it.
because there are sulfur crystals in the bottle. MSN is a sulfur based product that helps your hair to grow and become strong. And so those crystals do not dissolve in oil, but they do dissolve with water. So as you shake the crystals, they'll disperse into the oil. Then you put the oil on your hair. And if you put a moisturizer or a moisture mist on your hair, the crystals are dissolved at that point, and the product goes into your hair to make it strong. Hmm.
I just wanted that to be shared because it actually just is amazing how you just know
Hmm.
what you're talking about, and it has my hair. I feel is less dry. I used to have a very itchy scalp. Prior to I think I've been using your oil for a few weeks now,
Okay.
and my scalp is not as itchy as it used to
Very
be.
good.
It's not as dry as it used to be. So I am a witness.
Very good. And you're looking so beautiful today, Summer.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm
You're
almost
glowing, girl.
I'm glowing. Yes, yes. And I've had your whipped body cream as well. I've
Shea
used that
butter.
before. Shea butter,
Hmm.
yes. It was amazing too.
Hmm.
And I'm almost 2 years with my locks, so I'm still, learning and growing. And so when I started using your oil, a lot of oils just wasn't working for me. So
Yeah.
that's why I was like, can you please come on? Because
Yeah. Yeah.
I am a witness that it
I found
works.
that to be true as well. I'm kind of almost 2 years into my sister locks too, and to buy things over the counter for me, when I know that I can create them myself, I know what's in the products. I know that it's a safe product for my hair. It's going to be beneficial for me. So if it just is hard for me to purchase it from a store if I know I can make it.
Well, I don't know how to make it, but I know where to buy it now.
Oh yeah.
Amen to that. Is there
Mhm.
anything additional you would like to share with our Wrinkles family?
Well, I am just excited for the organization that I belong to, the Bridge Builders Alliance Group. Our annual fundraiser and gala is this Sunday. And so I'm excited to look forward to that. It's a time that we can share what we've done as a community of sisterhood founded on God, the principles of God, love, sisterhood, and community, and share the work that we've been doing with those that love us over the past 5 years. It's just going to be an amazing time to get together and showcase all of the work that this amazing organization has done throughout the past 5 years. So I'm excited to look forward to that.
Well, I'm definitely excited for you all because I love the organization.
Yes.
And I try to squeeze in time when I can in between my schedule. But
Yeah.
everything that you guys do for the community is amazing. Every woman that represents the community of your group is amazing. So you guys are my other family.
Yes.
I've adopted you all.
Yes. Yes. We love you,
um,
Summer. Yeah.
yes, I
And
love
you
you
have an
all.
amazing story as well. So we're very happy to have had you come and share your story with us and your gifts with our organization as well.
Well, we're going to continue to work together, and everyone go get those amazing products from the website that you see coming across now. Just support, of course, another woman that is doing it naturally. Like you said, nowadays there's so many things and chemicals that you can, but when you buy products off the counter, you don't know what's in them.
Mhm.
Just give it a try. I always say give it a try because natural is always better to me.
Always better. Yes.
Always better. Well, thank you so much for coming to
You're
Wrinkles
welcome.
today.
You're
I'm
welcome.
so blessed that you came
Thank
to
you for
share with
having
me
me.
today. Of
I was happy
course.
to be here.
So happy. Bye, Wrinkles.